Hey guys, what's up? It's Sean Mayo, and I am really thankful and grateful for you buying our awesome restricted brands list. And I just want to give you a few tips about how we use it in our business, and I'm sure you'll come up with some awesome ideas on how you can use it in your Amazon business. So whatever you use it for, please reach out to me, send me an email, hit me up on Facebook. Or however you usually talk to me. You can email me at seanmayo@seanmayo.com, and let's just get right into it. So one of the main things that we do is use it in tactical arbitrage. So I'm going to show you how to do that and give you a couple other tips about what we can do in the settings. So once you log into your tactical arbitrage account, obviously, you can go to settings and then hit settings again. And then we're going to come over to the searching tab. And under searching, there is the search filters. This is kind of how we narrow things down. And a little background, a little insight into how tactical arbitrage works is once it finds the product at your source, it's going to go look at Amazon, and the first thing it looks at is the category, or at least one of the first things now. So it's going to check your category, and then it's going to see the brand. And if you have a list of restricted brands, which we have a huge list of those, then it's going to just ignore that. So it's not going to get the pricing information from Amazon or whatever other data points that it's going to pull for your account. So what happens is it's just able to skip that and move on to the next thing and save you a ton of time. Save TA a ton of time, and it's going to make everything a lot faster. The fastest it's going to run is about a tenth of a second if you're using cache. If you're not using cache, it can take up to 2 seconds to get each lead. And if it can skip those, you're going to be able to get more leads in the same amount of time, which is going to make everything a whole lot faster. So I'm going to show you how we do that. And if we just go and scroll down to exclusions, there's a section here, add brand to exclude. And you can type in whatever brand you want. Or obviously you have the list, you can cut and paste in there. So here's the list that you have. It's going to be updated by us, by our team, as we're working. We're using tactical arbitrage. We have multiple accounts, multiple ways of sourcing. Anytime we find it's a brand we're restricted on, or any of our clients' accounts, we work with many Amazon sellers, and we'll if we find multiple accounts that it's being restricted, and we're going to add that to that list as well. So what we would do here is just you would copy these right out of here. Unfortunately, I have been asking Alex for some time to if they may be able to add a a way to import them, and if we do, as soon as he does that, we'll make a specific file for you guys that you can just upload straight into tactical arbitrage. It would be awesome. But until then, we have to copy and paste, and we've had to remove all these doing certain projects in the past, and so adding them can be a little pain. But as once you get all the ones added that you want, or if you just decide to add all of them, once they get added in there, they're in there until you remove them, and you'll be able to, easily add more as we add to this list. We'll let you know, which ones the new ones are. So right now we have these in alphabetical order. I'm just going to copy the 23andMe. I'm sure nobody's, ungated in that brand. So all I do is I go to this tab. We're going to select the item, hit, Control C or Command C if you're on the Mac. And then we're going to go back over to the TA tab, and you can just paste that in there with Command V or Control V, and click on Add New. It's not letting us add that one because it's already in the list, but as you can see, if we hit Add, it's going to add that. It looks like it does not remove them. So I can show you our list. You can hit the list show hide, and you can see all the brands that are in here. So if you want to remove anything from here, you can just hit the X there, and then when you want to add it or a different one in there, you can just hit the Add New button. So you can show it and hide it. Ours is very, very long, obviously. And that's all you have to do. And then any new searches that you start, it's going to check this exclusions list, and you're going to get, you're not going to get those results anymore from that brand. There's also an add button in there, right in the results page, if you see one that you don't want to see anymore, but obviously that really doesn't have anything to do with the restricted list. One other thing that I want to show you guys while we're here in this page is other exclusions that you really want to look at is the search category. So any categories that you are you're not approved in, or you just don't want to sell in, you know, like vehicles, obviously Amazon Launchpad, nobody is ungated in that. I mean, unless you have your own product, but then you can only sell that product. There's no mass approval. Apps and games, those can't be resold. Obviously, it's a digital product. You know, some of you are gated in automotive, although it's very easy to get ungated. You can just fill out the form. You don't have to have invoices or any of that usually. Clothing, a lot of people are gated in clothing, or like me, I don't like selling clothing, shoes, or jewelry. So, you know, we usually don't look at that. Collectibles and fine art is another one that's pretty hard to get ungated in. Digital music, there won't be any resellers in that. Everything else, that's basically the category. If it doesn't have a category, it's going to go in there. Grocery is a gated one, and handmade products, I believe it has to be only your product. So you can't get ungated in handmade and just sell anything, obviously, and a lot of that is custom products. And then, obviously everyone can sell in toys, but, you know, if there's any other categories you just don't want to sell in, you don't want to see those, you don't want to see musical instruments, or, you know, or even if it's toys or video games, you know, if it's not something you ever plan on selling, if you really are adamant about not selling it, kind of how we are with, you know, clothing and shoes and all that, then, you know, then please go in here, check that off, and you're going to save a ton of time. You'll save time from deleting products. You're going to save time because you're going to get more results in the same amount, you know, of scanning time. So there's a couple great things that you can use with that. And, you know, of course, any questions, please, again, reach out to us, and we'll do whatever we can to help make you successful.